Cell phones have come a long way. Such a long way that you can pretty much use them for anything. And that's exactly what I do. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how I use my cell phone to make money. So let's get into it. So I recently upgraded my phone from the 15 Pro to the 17 Pro. So out with the 15 Pro and in with the 17 Pro. This one is the deep blue color and it is 1 TB because I use my phone for everything. And in this video, like I told you, I'm going to go into depth of the things I do to make money using my 17 Pro now. Deep blue. And to be completely transparent, I am not a deep blue type of person, but this year they only gave you 3 options for the iPhone Pro model, which was cosmic orange, silver, and deep blue. So I went with the one closest to black. So like I said, this is the iPhone 17 Pro 1 TB in the deep blue color. I paid $1,499.99, but I also had an upgrade fee of $40. And then in taxes, I had to pay $92.40, bringing the overall total to $1,632.39. But let's talk about how I make money with this deep blue 17 Pro. I want to start off with my service-based business, which I basically do service work, but I do it through an app called House Call Pro, which if you're not familiar with it, is basically an app that I can schedule my calls. I can put all the information of the customers that I'm going to or visiting within that app, and it pretty much calculates how much the business has made. It calculates a lot of different metrics for individuals that's in the service-based industry. And I'm sure they branch out to little other industries, but they're mainly focused on service-based. So if you have a service-based business and you're looking for a good app to use, I would highly recommend House Call Pro, which if you sign up using the link in the description, you get the first 14 days free. So check them out if you're in the service-based industry. But that's the first way that I use my iPhone in order to make money. And the second way that I make money using my phone is an app called Turo. And basically what I do on that app is I use it 2 ways. I use it 1 for the host side and then 2 for the guest side. So for the host side, I rent out vehicles that I own to guests. And then on the guest side, I rent out vehicles in order to make YouTube videos for them. So I do have a few car videos on this channel that I basically rent cars from that app, and then I make videos about them and then post them on YouTube, and I make money that way. So I think that's a good way to diversify that app, and it is very beneficial if you do it in certain ways. So I used to only do it in the video making form, like make videos from the cars, but recently I got into the actual car rental side, which that is another business of mine. And that's how I make money using my phone off the app Turo. So the third way I make money using my phone is YouTube. And obviously for anyone who's a YouTuber, they understand what YouTube Studio is. And I use YouTube Studio on my phone. Obviously you can use this in multiple places. I would honestly say when you use YouTube Studio on your phone, there's a lot of limitations. So you do have to break out a laptop or a desktop, or even an iPad is slightly better than just using your phone. But me personally, I check all my analytics on the phone. So I just felt like I should say that. And under YouTube Studio, I have a lot of different things I use to make money from. Like I use an editing app called LumaFusion, basically where I edit all my videos for YouTube and then I post them to YouTube. LumaFusion is a very beginner friendly editing app. I wouldn't recommend it to a top tier editor, but for anyone that just wants to edit a video and put it out kind of quick, LumaFusion is a good start and I would highly recommend it. And then you have Amazon Associates. For anybody that's not familiar with that, basically you can get links from Amazon once you get accepted to their associates program, and you get links from Amazon that you could put in your description in your YouTube videos. And if someone clicks on those links and then buys something from Amazon, you then get a kickback for that. And then I personally use apps like Notes and Files. For Notes, that's basically where I write my scripts. I put a lot of different things into my videos, so I want to make sure I understand what I'm saying and how I'm going about it. So that's where the Notes app shine. And then Files, well, I'm sure you probably understand this if you're a YouTuber, but these video files are pretty large. And in order to manage all this footage, you need a place to put it and you need a lot of storage. This is also why I have a 1 terabyte phone and not the smaller spaces, because I use my phone also to edit my YouTube videos on LumaFusion, which takes up a lot of space quickly. So that's pretty much the combination of things that I use in order to operate my YouTube channel. And I check all the analytics and all the data and the views, the monetization from the YouTube Studio app. The next way is pretty interesting, at least to me, because we didn't have this way for a very long time. But the next way that I make money with my phone is TikTok. I make money from the TikTok creator program. Well, not me personally, but I work with somebody that is on TikTok and we kind of partner up and we make money on the TikTok app. And we also make money from TikTok Shop. So I think that is a pretty good tool. And the last way that I use my phone to make money is banking apps. This one is quite convenient for an individual like me because on this channel, I talk about credit cards and I talk about banks. And when I do so, I leave links to those banks or credit cards if you're interested in them or you already are going to sign up. And for the great people that use my link, you help the channel out by basically helping me make more money, because I get a kickback whenever anyone uses those links and sign up for those banks or credit cards that they were already going to sign up for. I just kind of inform them a little further on their decision of signing up for that bank or credit card. And so that is a way that I make money through the banking app. But there's another way that I actually make money from the banking app, is literally leaving my money in a high yield savings account. And I talk about this throughout the whole channel. I'm sure I got some videos up here where I talk about the benefits of leaving money in a high yield savings account. Now, I don't recommend this for the majority of people. I would say first, make a decent amount of money, like just make a lot of money. That's the first thing you want to focus on. And then when you get to a point where you make a lot of money, you can then park some money in your high yield savings account. You always want to learn to invest your money in the right places. I wouldn't say it's good to leave your money in a high yield savings account, but it's better than not doing anything with it. So I do recommend that way as well, but not to the individuals that understand how to invest, because you don't want to lose money because you're too scared to take a few risks with your money. Obviously have some in the high yield savings account, but you still have to make sure you invest in other places to double that, because the high yield savings account, the interest rate does change depending on the economy and how well things are going. So just do your due diligence and make sure that the place that you park your money has a decent interest rate. I do make money from leaving money in a high yield savings account. And that's the ways I make money using my phone. And obviously you can use a 11 Pro and up for all the things I just mentioned. I think they all will work perfectly fine. I'm just using the 17 Pro because it's the most recent phone and it's kind of catchy, let's be honest. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the refresh on this. I know a lot of people are going to say it's the exact same phone, and it probably is, but it doesn't look the same. That's one thing we can all agree on. And personally, I'm going to be keeping this one in the loop. I couldn't quite say that for the 16 Pro Desert Titanium, which I did do a video on that one, which you could check it out after this one, but it wasn't really the color I thought it was going to be. But this one actually checks off all the boxes. So far, so good. But with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.